Hello guys! Oh my gosh, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my jungle. Thank you so much for being here. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a few updates on some of my plants. I'm gonna show you a couple newbies that I've added to my collection over the last couple months, and I'm gonna be basically just kind of explaining my absence and where I've been, because yes, I'm aware I have not posted or been active on any of my social media in almost 2 months now. So we have some things to go over, my friends. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Got my coffee. Okay guys, so yes, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry that I pretty much basically vanished off the face of the platform, all social media platforms, if we're being honest, for almost 2 months. So I am not going to spend too much time going into too many details, but I do feel that I owe you guys somewhat of an explanation. I know that I did put up a community post, and I've posted on my Instagram, my stories, a couple of times over the last couple of months, just letting you guys know that I'm still alive and that I would be taking, a little bit of a break. I know that a lot of you are just here for the content. You subscribe to my channel for content, and that's probably why you're on this video. So you probably really don't care about much other than that, and I totally understand. I've been doing this now for over a year. I think April made a year. The first probably 6 or 8 months of creating content, I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't know anything about lighting. I was very, very awkward and very shy. I wasn't used to being on camera, just sitting here, speaking to a camera when nobody else is in the room. It was very weird for me. I said a lot of ums, so's, ands, and I still do that. I'm trying to get better though. But I guess I was kind of afraid to let my authentic self come through. I didn't really know how to do that on camera. After about 6 or 8 months, I don't know, I became a lot more comfortable. When you guys were commenting, spreading love, and letting me know that you enjoyed not only my content, but just me as a person, it really shocked me, but it made me really happy. It made me a lot more confident and able to be myself, and I was having a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun on this channel, on this platform, talking about my plants with you guys. I am forever grateful. Anyways, we all go through things in life. Life happens to us, and no matter how positive or happy of a person that you are, eventually or occasionally, things are going to get you down, and that's okay. That's life. That's part of living this life on this planet. That's part of growing as a human and as a person and becoming better. There's always lessons to be learned, right? So yeah, I just kind of hit a little bit of a rough patch. I had another baby. My middle child, my daughter, my wild little baby girl, learned how to climb out of her crib a few months ago, and she stopped napping, pretty much. Occasionally she'll nap, but so I typically would film when she was napping, and that worked out really well. Yeah, she hasn't been napping. My husband has been working a lot, so it's been quite an adjustment for me. Just haven't had the time, the energy, or the opportunity really to sit down and film a video that I wanted to film. And also I will be honest with you guys, there has been some neglect going on. Not now, but like over the last, month, I kind of detached a little bit from my plants and from caring for them, which made me really, really sad. So I have gotten, a few yellow leaves. I've lost a couple plants. It just happens. It's part of it, especially if you're gonna have as many plants as me. So I've slowed down tremendously on buying. I haven't ordered any more plants. I've only bought maybe a couple in the last 2 months because I don't want to bring any more in whenever I'm not necessarily taking the greatest care of the ones that I have, obviously. There was a couple times that I did sit down and filmed, and I ended up just deleting those videos because I honestly wasn't in it. And I haven't wanted to sit down in front of a camera and put on a smile and fake all of this love that I feel for caring for my plants if I wasn't really feeling it. So I knew that I had to wait until I got through my funk and, you know, I started falling back in love with my plants and my plant care again before I sat down and really made another plant related video. So basically over the last couple weeks, I've just kind of been going around cleaning up the mess that I created. Yellow leaves, dead leaves, crispy leaves. I've done a lot of repotting. I have been putting off, I have a lot of plants that need repotted, and I've been putting it off until we hopefully were moved to our bigger home because I just don't have a lot of space here. But obviously it is now the end of summer and we have not moved yet. Also, I would like to touch on that. Yes, we are still moving. We just have not been able to find a home that's large enough, that suits our family, and that is the right price. So we've held out. Been pretty much forced to go ahead and start repotting now. I mean, I would definitely want to do it before fall gets here. So I'm kind of running out of time. Every few days, I'll grab a couple pots and I'll repot a couple plants. But I still have many more to go, so stay tuned for a repotting video. I'm sure I will be doing one soon. I'm falling back in love with my plants. I finally feel like caring for them, feel like taking care of them. I'm excited to take care of them. I'm excited to talk about them again, and I felt it was finally the right time to sit down with you guys and just kind of explain everything. I feel like my biggest goals right now are just to be a better person, a better mother, a better wife, a better friend. And I'm not saying that I'm not good at any of those things. I'm just saying that anxiety, my baby, that's my baby Kaale. I'm just saying that anxiety can cripple you in a sense and make you not be the best version of yourself. So that's my goals right now. Anyways, now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out some plants. Okay guys, so the first plant that I want to share with you is, and if you've been here for a while, then you're gonna know who she is. I received her almost a year ago now from Camilla's House of Plants. She was a lot smaller than this, but she had beautiful pink variegation. When she arrived, she had a pretty nasty case of root rot. I eventually ended up putting her in sphagnum moss to reroot her, and she rooted up very well. So she lived in that sphagnum moss in a bag, a gallon Ziploc bag, for until about a month ago. Actually, I just potted her up in soil finally. So while she was in that bag, she put off basically most of these leaves that you see are newer. She put off this gorgeous half moon leaf right before I took her out of the bag because she clearly outgrew it. So I didn't really have a choice but to take her out, potted her up, and then she put off this little ugly leaf here, probably just from the shock of being out of that super humid enclosed space. So that's to be expected, and now she is trying to inch out another leaf right here. So I'm excited to see what that's going to look like. I'm really hoping that she straightens herself out and doesn't put off another funky leaf. Hopefully she's used to the humidity in my home now. But look at all of those aerial roots. It's kind of crazy. She put all of these off while being in the bag. She has a very nice root system. Yeah, she's doing wonderful. So I just wanted to share with you because I know a lot of you have followed along her journey for almost a year now. So there's a little update on my cute little pink my cute little pink princess. She's cute. She's cute. So now let's do a new plant. So this is a plant that I actually picked up at a Lowe's. I haven't done a lot of plant shopping, but I have went to Lowe's a few times over the last couple months just to kind of see what they had. I normally don't pick up anything because, like I said, I haven't really felt comfortable bringing anything else in right now unless I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this guy. I believe this is a type of Kaale. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure one of you or several of you know the name of this plant. So if you wouldn't mind, leave your girl a comment with the actual name. But isn't he adorable? I love these round little succulent leaves. I'm obsessed with round succulent leaves, period. Like, I just am. Whenever I seen this guy, I could not walk away. He's putting off tons of new growth on the ends of these stems, but he was honestly a really good size when I got him. I've had him for about a month now. He also has quite a lot of aerial roots sticking out, which I believe means that he's probably not getting watered enough. So he's shooting out those roots searching for water. But yeah, I love it. I fell in love with it as soon as I seen it, brought it home, and I also purchased it in this terracotta pot, which is amazing, and it does have drainage. Is that not super cool? I never find plants in big box stores that's already in terracotta. Definitely a bonus. So this is my new little Kaale and Philodendron, I think. Okay, I think. Well, you guys don't know about this, I don't think. But I did it, you know, in my last video, I did a plant swap with my friend Alex from Beantown Houseplants. And I sent her a couple wishlist plants and she sent me some as well. My Philodendron billeti. So basically I had two. I had one that had 2 small leaves and one that had a large leaf, and I got them together from Green Spaces. So I sent the one that had 2 smaller leaves to Alex because that's like her dream plant, and I kept the one with the largest leaf. After I did that, for whatever reason, I found a little bit of root rot on the one I kept. I lost the only leaf that Bill Nye, the billeti, had. And Alex felt so bad. I shouldn't even have told her. Like, she was trying to send me the one I sent her back and everything else, guys. Like, and I was like, no way. There's no way. But anyway, I held out hope for my billeti. I removed the rotted roots and I placed him in sphagnum moss. At this point, he was just a stump. And check it out, guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's growing. It's a new leaf that popped out of the stump, and it's growing in the moss. So I'm really excited about this. It looks like he's going to grow back. I have just continued to water the moss, keep it a little bit moist, and he's been living under my grow light where he's always lived. I just wanted to share that I did lose my billeti, but it's growing back for me. So I'm just over the moon excited about it, and I really wanted to share this with you guys. Okay, another new baby, and I actually just got this like a few days ago. So this is a little tiny baby. What, girl? What, girl? What are you doing, Nanny Mama? Okay, so if you can't tell, this is a baby pilea pepermioides. I do already have 2 of these that are grown, you know, and they've got some babies popping out. But I don't ever see pileas in store where I live. I know they're quite common in most places, but here they're not. I went to my local Kroger and they had some pilea. They had some mama plants, which were like $12.99 or something. I was like, nah, I've got bigger ones than that at home. But they also had these little adorable baby pileas and these cute little plastic planters, adorable little pots. They were like, it was like $3.99, I think. So I definitely swooped one up. I'm just obsessed with baby pileas. Like, I love them so much. They're so cute. I can't deal. I love it. I love pileas in general. They're just so funky. Like I said, I'm obsessed with round leaves, and this plant just, it gets me. So this is my brand new little baby pilea. Cannot get over the pot. It's just so different and unique, and I don't know. It doesn't have any drainage. Like, you can see the water swishing around in there, but it is in a nursery pot, so it's fine, it's fine. This is my lovely Hoya australis Lisa that's been on my wish list for like over a year, and Alex was kind enough to take a cutting of hers and send me in our swap. So it wasn't rooted. Look at this, guys. Can you see those roots coming up out of the moss already? There's one here and here. And there's also roots poking out of the drainage holes. So it's rooted up very nicely. When I tug on it, it does not come out of the moss. And we do have new growth coming in. It's doing so well. It's also living in a Ziploc bag for now. I just wanted to leave it in there until it roots. I have 2 regular Hoya australises, and now I have a little baby Lisa, and I love her. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I am going to do more updates soon. There will be like probably a part 2 and a part 3, kind of like a houseplant tour, maybe. I'm going to show you some of the plants that's not doing so well also. But I have to show you this baby. Oh my glob, guys. I can't. So there was water on this. This is the one and only Begonia Jula. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce Jula, but that's how I say it, so it's okay. So if you guys remember, she only had these pink bottom leaves, and she has lost a couple of the super old ones that she arrived with that were on the very bottom. But ever since I potted her up in this moss and this little cloche, she's really taken off. I can't believe it. So the Jula is known, the juvenile Jula is known for having these very bright, beautiful pink leaves. They almost look pink and black, as you can see on this oldest leaf here. But over time, they do grow out of that pink. So they turn more of like an orangish orange and black kind of color, or orange and dark green, I guess. Supposedly if you plant them in moss, that kind of slows down that process and keeps them pink a little bit longer. But obviously mine is already turning. You can see the difference from the oldest leaf to the next leaf and so on. The pink is very, very pale and light on the newer leaves, which is perfectly fine. I love her just the same. And if you guys can see, she is putting off another leaf right here. I just can't really believe how tall this begonia has gotten. She's massive, and look how beautiful. And I don't care if that she's losing the pink. I still love her, like I said, just the same. I think she's so beautiful. It looks just like the most gorgeous shimmery butterfly. Obsessed. I love her. And I am still working on making like this giant glass, or it's gonna be glass or plastic, I'm not sure yet, enclosure for a lot of my plants. I'm gonna put most of my begonias in it, as well as my pink princess, and just, you know, plants that really appreciate and prefer a little bit higher humidity, because whenever, I'm telling you guys, whenever I put humidity loving plants in an enclosed space, they love it so much. They do so well. Like, it's kind of mind-blowing. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pick up the camera and we're gonna go check out a couple more plants, and then I'm gonna let you guys go and we'll catch up in my next one. My birthday was a few days ago. It was August 18th. I turned 28 years old. I'm too young to be doing this, but I keep forgetting if I was turning 28 or 29. For the last year, I've been off. I've had to like literally count back from my birthday, from the year I was born, to remember exactly how old I was. It's like after 25, it's all the same. The only thing that I wanted for my birthday this year was some time with my husband, because you guys know that he works a lot and I don't really get that very often. So the only thing that I asked for this year for my birthday from my husband was more time with him, because you guys know that I don't really get that very often because he works a lot, and a new tattoo. Yeah, some ink, okay? So this wonderful man of mine took off almost a week of work. He took his vacation time. It was very nice. He was also able to find an amazing artist last minute that was able to draw up my tattoo and do it. So I will be showing that to you guys. I'll probably just insert a picture here somewhere of the tattoo that I got. I've been wanting it for years. So yeah, I had an amazing birthday, and now I'm here making a video for you guys. Let's go ahead and check out some of my plants that are a little bit too big for me to try and carry over in front of the camera. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get back into the plants. Okay guys, I'm completely aware that my plant room is ridiculously crowded. It's very hard to really tell anything about what's going on in here. This is another reason why I'm not bringing any more plants in until we get moved to a bigger space. But I have to show you this guy, my pride and joy. This is my Philodendron melanochrysum varicosum. You guys should remember me doing a giveaway a couple months ago when I hit 2K, and I took a cutting off of this babe. I took the cutting, let's see, right here, okay? And after I did that, it put off this insanely long, crazy, wonky vine here. Do you see this? So it put off those two leaves, this leaf, and we have another one coming up. As you can see, I definitely need another moss pole extension. Like, I just kind of have this guy leaned over here on this shelf so it doesn't snap. He's insane. So I'm probably going to be propagating again soon. I don't know. I kind of just want to let him grow and put another moss pole extension on. I'm going to need a bigger pot soon, but I absolutely adore this plant. One of my all-time favorites for sure. I have something really exciting in this cloche that I'm going to be sharing with you guys really soon that you have not seen on this channel. It's a huge wish list begonia. I think you can see it there. I'm not gonna show you too much because I want to do a video on it, or probably just include it in my haul. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. Guys, I seriously feel like I have so much to share with you. I don't have enough time, so I definitely I'm not going to be able to show you everything I want to today, but I'm going to show you this beautiful specimen of a plant. My Philodendron pastizanum. Oh my gosh. Check it, check it, check the new leaf. This guy put off a smaller leaf. Its last one was a little bit smaller than what we're used to seeing. So I discovered he was really root bound, and I potted him up and he seems a lot happier. So I'm really anxious to see how big this new leaf is going to be. I love this plant. Also, my Monstera Thai constellation, okay? Insanely root bound. It had stopped growing. It hasn't put off a new leaf in months. I literally just repotted this guy yesterday into this massive, I think it's like a 10-inch pot. And look at this huge aerial root that he put off in his tiny little 6-inch pot. Like, holy cow, that's kind of crazy. So I'm just really hoping that now that he has a bigger pot, that'll give me a new leaf. That's him. I have so many things to show you guys. I honestly don't even know where to begin. Here's my massive Alocasia Zebrina. Look how gorgeous. This is the most leaves that he's ever had. We've got some dirt on that leaf. Ever had at one time. I'm really proud of this plant. Oh my gosh, and I just noticed that he's putting off another leaf right now as we speak. So exciting. And so is my Regal Shield. Yeah. So my Alocasias are just, they're doing great now that we've gotten rid of the spider mites. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing an Alocasia video. This giant guy, this is my Rhaphidophora decursiva. He was also really root bound. He was in a little 6-inch pot and it just wasn't cutting it. So he had put off a stem that was coming way out here. Okay, look over that mess, oh my god. And the leaves that he was putting off on that stem were juvenile, so they didn't even have the fenestrations. So I cut that off. I actually have that propagating back there, but I'm hoping he'll be a lot happier and start putting off mature fenestrated leaves again. So beautiful, love this plant. I need to clean the leaves so bad though. Oh my god, look. I just noticed my lipstick plant is blooming. What? Oh my god, look how cute. Okay, so this had a few blooms whenever I bought it last year, I think, but it has not bloomed. Neither one of my lipstick plants have bloomed for me ever in my care. So, are you serious? Oh, I love it so much. That is so exciting. I don't even want to touch it. Every time a plant blooms and I mess with it, the blooms fall off and it stops. Is there any more blooms? Oh my gosh. No, I don't see any more, but that's so exciting. I would definitely keep you updated if it decides to bloom some more though. That is awesome. I have these guys doing very well. So happy with my Syngonium chiapense. Look at that beast. Putting up another new leaf. He's definitely gonna need repotted really soon. My Brandy. Oh, I have to show you on my Philodendron Jose Bueno. Look at this leaf. This is his newest leaf here. Is it not gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, that chunk of like creamy white. It's so pretty. I also wanted to show you the leaf it put off before this one. It's almost a half moon. One thing I've noticed about the Jose Bueno, you see how like bright and vibrant the new leaves are compared to the older leaves? So they do kind of like lose their shine and their vibrance over time. But the new leaves are just so striking that it's totally worth it. That variegation it's just so beautiful. I love it. And this is such an easy philodendron, such a fast grower. I'm so happy with this plant. Each leaf that it puts off is just such a surprise, and it's so rewarding, honestly. So this is my Philodendron Adibopoense. He just got repotted yesterday. I need to water him in. So the first new leaf that he put off in my care was this one. And you can see that it's relatively good sized leaf. It's the same size as the older leaves, pretty much, more or less. Okay, the next leaf that he put off was this one. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it's significantly smaller than the last and all of the other leaves. So I was like, maybe he's root bound, maybe he needs repotted. And then he just put off this tiny itty bitty leaf here, and I was like, yeah, it's time. It's time. This is another thing that's happening with a ton of my plants that need repotted. They're either not growing or they're putting off insanely stunted leaves. So yesterday I went ahead and switched him over to this pot. It's about 2 inches bigger than the one he was in. It's really not big enough, but it'll suffice for now. Hopefully this leaf here that comes out will be normal size, or at least bigger than this one, but we shall see. Fingers crossed. Here's my booby cactus. When I put him over here, he was under the shelf. He's growing so much. Like, I'm obsessed with this plant, guys. A Dieffenbachia reflector that I've grown from a tiny little plug. It was literally so small, it didn't even have the pattern on the leaves. Look at this. He was also recently repotted. This area is incredibly backlit, so I do apologize, but I just wanted to give you an update here of my Hoya linearis. So here she is, absolutely gorgeous, growing like crazy. This girl honestly isn't getting a ton of humidity. I mean, my humidifier is across the room. I do have one here, but I don't typically run it. Let me just pull her out because it's just too backlit. Like, you can't see anything. I do have a couple new Hoyas on these racks that I'll be sharing with you guys. If you hear cute little baby noises, this would be why. Hi. So I don't know if you guys are gonna remember or not, but I unboxed her on my channel. I think it was like the beginning of spring. It's been a few months ago. And it was a very full and lush plant. The length was awesome as well, but it's grown so much. It really doesn't stop growing. Can you just look at this? Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And guys, I have given away several cuttings of this plant. I even took a few rooted pieces out and sent in a swap. Like, I'm just so impressed with this linearis. And this is a plant that I initially didn't really get the hype for. I had never seen one in person. I had really only ever seen tiny little strands, like unrooted cuttings that people were buying for like $50, $60, up to $100. And I was just like, there's no way I would pay that for that plant. So Plant Arena ended up getting these in stock, and they carry them in stock pretty regularly actually. She had, I don't know about what the prices are now, but she did have them priced really good, and you get a really full, beautiful, lush plant for the price you pay, okay? You're not gonna find prices like this in the States, like for this size plant, I'm telling you. This video is not sponsored, hello. So this was a small, and I believe I paid like around $40 or $50 for it. I mean, I can't remember the exact price right now. Maybe I'll find out and put it on the screen. But it was probably, the length was probably like to right here maybe. I really don't know. It may have been a little bit longer, but it's just grown so much. It's shot out so many new vines out of the soil. Like, this is one of my all-time favorite plants. I might say that about every single plant that I show you, but I truly mean it about this one. Just look how beautiful. Guys, I am definitely out of time, so I'm gonna have to show you everything else in future videos. Feet are asleep. Okay guys, that's pretty much gonna do it, I think. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed catching up on some plant updates with me. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel and just listening to me. Again, I'm so sorry for those of you that have been waiting for me to put out content. I'm sorry that I just disappeared. I am coming back, I promise you. Once we get moved in a bigger house, this is gonna be so much easier, and I'll definitely be back full time. I've missed creating content so much, and I've missed talking to you guys about plants more than you know. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you all. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.